historic Filipino town means to me, I really find great value in the historical importance of Filipino Americans in Los Angeles because I grew up in Los Angeles County, but honestly, I didn't know anything about historic Filipino town until very recently. I grew up in West Covina, about 30, 40 minutes east of here. And yeah, I live in the suburbs, it's very predominantly Filipino population in West Covina. But historic Filipino town has so much more history than Filipinos really realize in West Covina because historic Filipino town is the root of where Filipino American community of Los Angeles County and also throughout Southern California stem from. And so that's what I find great importance in historic Filipino town, the history of the Filipino American community in Los Angeles. And regarding my part of it, my part in historic Filipino town is through the Filipino American Library because I see the Filipino American Library as being the main educational as well as cultural resource for everything related to Filipino Americans in the United States. That is honestly my dream. And with the Filipino American Library, there is no other Filipino American community library in the United States. And I'd very much like this Filipino American Library to be much more than a library, to be a museum and a Filipino American archives as well. And I see a lot of potential of the Filipino American Library, yeah, being the main educational and cultural resource in the United States for everything related to Filipino Americans. And that's how I see my part in historic Filipino town, really educating the community mostly about the history of Filipino Americans in this area, and also, yeah, the importance of Filipino Americans in mainstream America.